1800’s podcast with Mikayla
and Cecelia. In this podcast, we're going to be talking about the United States presidential election of
1800 by Thomas Jefferson and John Adams.
In the late 17th through 18th, the situation in the United States was the rivalry of Thomas Jefferson and John Adams. Thomas Jefferson defeated John Adams in the presidential election with a vote count of 73 to 65 after losing the first time, but then gave back his chance and won the second race.
It was held between October 31st to December 3rd, 1800. This changed history because the only constitutional change that resulted from the election was the 12th Amendment requiring separate electoral votes for president and vice president. Cecelia,
Yes, Mikayla?
why was the election significant?
Thomas Jefferson was the first Democratic Republican to become president. Now, Mikayla, tell me some background information.
Thomas Jefferson and John Adams were once friends before the entire election, and the election made them rivals. John Adams was actually the current president during the race, and Thomas Jefferson was his vice president.
Now bring up the topic on Aaron Burr.
Who's Aaron Burr, Cecelia?
I'm so glad you asked that. Aaron Burr was an American politician who had also ran for president against Thomas Jefferson and John Adams. During the election, it had already been stated that Thomas Jefferson defeated John Adams, but with Aaron Burr, they got tied.
Turns out, they got the same number of votes, so the House of Representatives decided on who would win the election based on the Constitution. After 36 ballots, the Federalist-controlled House finally elected Thomas Jefferson president on February 17, 1801.
After Thomas Jefferson became the third president of the United States, John Adams retired and went to Massachusetts. They also then later became friends again.
Wait, so even after all that, they were still friends?
Yes. What's even more crazy is they died on the same day, same year.
That is weird. But wait, we're kind of missing an important person here. Alexander Hamilton.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that. Who was Alexander Hamilton?
Alexander Hamilton was a founding father of the United States who fought in the American Revolutionary War. His part in the election was basically helping Thomas Jefferson get more votes and helped with his organization. The reason why he decided to help Thomas was mainly because he believed that he was a better choice than Aaron Burr, basically stating that he was rightfully against Aaron Burr.
Now to sum up everything and put it all together, Thomas Jefferson, John Adams, and Aaron Burr were already mates running for president in the 18s. John Adams was the main one because he started from the top and was already president, and Thomas was just on his side, basically just being his vice president. Aaron Burr was what made the election interesting more than what it already was, making it tied against him and Jefferson.
The part that makes it really interesting, Cecelia, is the conflict and tension that was happening against Alexander Hamilton and Aaron Burr. Because going back to what I had said about Hamilton going against strictly Aaron Burr, the real reason behind that is because in 1791, Aaron Burr defeated Hamilton's father-in-law for the seat in the U.S. Senate. This caused tension, and later it became out of hand.
The two had already been political rivals, but then at a specific dinner, Alexander Hamilton had been making remarks and rumors about Aaron Burr. That then led them to a duel, and Aaron Burr shot Alexander Hamilton. That then led him to die, and Aaron was wanted for murder.
Yeah, that was pretty wild. We should wrap it up now. Let's talk about how the two frenemies died together, basically. Thomas Jefferson died by a toxic kidney infection and intense diarrhea. He also had an old age pneumonia. John Adams died because he was really old and died of health issues. John died at age 90, Thomas died at age 83. They died the same day, same year, just hours apart.
That was a lot to take in. I think we should wrap it up now. And
that was our 1800's podcast of the presidential election with Mikayla
and Cecelia.
Bye!